So now our app is up and working, we can start looking at hosting it. And we're going to use the Heroku platform to host our Django app. It's a very convenient platform, it's free, and it offers a lot of scalable features. But before we do that, we're going to just do a little bit of housekeeping. So we click on our blog app, open our settings.py file, and under the import OS line, add if os.path exists env.py, then we want to import env. Then scroll down to your secret key and just cut the secret key value here. The reason for this is that we don't want the secret key to appear in production. We're going to get it from an environment variable instead. So as the value, let's put os.environ.get and then secret_key. And what this means is it will look for an environment variable called secret key and get its value from that. It's much safer to store these values as environment variables rather than having them hard-coded in files. But for testing, we need them to be hard-coded in files. So go ahead and create a new file at the top level called env.py. Open it up, put import os as line 1, and then we want to set our environment variable secret key. So os.environ.setDefault secret key, and then paste in our secret key value there. Now, we're not going to upload this file to GitHub. This is just for local testing. On Heroku, we're going to set the environment variable in the dashboard. Great, so now that that's all done, let's go ahead and create our Heroku app. So either log into Heroku or sign up for it. I'm already signed up, so it's logged in straight away. When you do sign up or log in, you'll come to your personal dashboard. And to create a new app, then just go over to the right-hand side to the New button and click Create New App. Then we give it a name. I'm going to call mine Blog Test App. And the region for me will be Europe. When those are done, click on Create App. And then we're brought to our app dashboard. Now we're going to use a scalable SQL database called PostgreSQL rather than the SQLite database that Django uses on our local machine. So to provision this, click on the Resources tab, scroll down to Add-ons, and just start typing Postgres. Then select Heroku Postgres, select the Hobby Dev Free Plan, and click on the Provision button. And we can see the green message at the bottom says that it's been successfully installed. If we now go to our Settings tab and click on the Reveal Config Vars button, we can see we have a database URL there that's been created. While we're here, let's put our secret key variable in. So this is the environment variable for Heroku, effectively the same as our env.py file that we created. Now that we've done that, we need to add a couple more libraries to our project. So go back to our project and our terminal window, and we'll type pip install space dj-database-url and then psycopg2. Let's just correct that. And what these libraries allow us to do is to connect to a database using a URL rather than the standard database driver that Django uses. Now that we've installed those, let's recreate our requirements.txt file. So pip freeze and redirect to requirements.txt. Now we just need to update our settings file so that it uses our new database URL. So scroll down to Databases, comment out the default, and then we're going to create a new databases value. So databases equals, this must be a dictionary, by the way, we can't just do it as a string. So the default key is going to this time be a database URL. So we're going to use a DJ database URL library. We're going to pass in os.environ.get and database URL. So when it's running live on Heroku, this will pass in that config variable of database URL and connect to our database this way. Now, of course, we actually haven't imported that library yet, so let's scroll back up to the top of settings.py, and under import OS, we'll put import dj underscore database underscore URL. Excellent. But when we're testing it locally, we don't have that database URL set, so we need to add that into our env.py file as well. Just going to wrap the lines here so it's a bit easier to read. So again, let's add another line, os.environ.setDefault. This time it's database URL. Remember, this is purely for our local testing. These values will not get pushed up to Heroku, they will not be live. And for the value, let's go back to our dashboard and copy the database URL value and paste it in here. Okay, let's go ahead and save our env.py file. And now that's done, we should be able to connect to our database. Let's clear the screen and run manage.py, make migrations. No changes detected. Let's migrate then. So /manage.py migrate. And as we can see, a lot is happening here now, because what this is actually doing is talking to the database that we created on Heroku. So now our tables are created in that database. Let's just clear the screen. We'll create a super user and we'll just call it admin. The email address I'll give admin@project.com. Any password. Again, don't forget it won't be echoed back to screen for you as you create it. So then repeat our password, and that's created successfully. So now if we run the server, so we're running it locally, but it's connecting to the database that we created on Heroku. Let's have a look at the page. Okay, everything looks all right, but why do we not have any blog posts? Well, the reason for this is that the database on Heroku is blank. We haven't imported the data that we created. So we can see that that's working. We're getting no database errors. We're getting a connection. Everything is working fine. In our next video, we'll have a look at how to deploy our code to Heroku and get everything running on the Heroku platform.